Odisha has been a state rich in flavors, which is also rich in cultures and history. Hello everyone, this is Chef Anjan. I am junior sous chef at the Leela Palace, Chennai. So today I would like to thank Amul India to give us the opportunity to showcase our talents. So today we will be starting with the recipe, which is a sweet dish, and it is been a part of Mahaprasad in Jagannath Puri temple. Okay, so we will be starting with the recipe which is known as Chhenna Poda, and if you translate in regular basic terms, it is basically burnt cheesecake. Okay, so for the Chhenna Poda, you actually need a chena. So always make sure that you do not use paneer. You always use chena, which is freshly made. Okay. So for the soft chena, you always need a curdling agent. Okay. So the curdling agent will be any sour thing. That can be a lemon or that can be a vinegar, anything. So for a perfect recipe of a rasgulla or chena poda or anything, whatever you are making a sweet dish out of chena. So for the perfect chena or a soft chena, you always need a half of lemon in 500 ml of milk, and you always use a full fat milk while taking out chena. So for this process, you need a chena out of 200 ml of milk. So 1 liter of milk will give you somewhere around 150 to 200 grams of chena, and in 2 liters of milk you get somewhere around 400 grams of chena. So today let's start making our chena poda. So before we start making our chena poda, let us first sanitize our hand, and we'll be wearing the gloves so that this is disinfect. We are infection free. So the chena poda is nothing. It is a burnt cheesecake, okay, or a baked cheesecake, which has a nice golden crust outside, and inside will be a very soft white color texture. So for that, so we had already made a chena, because you have to make the chena, and it has to be tied in a muslin cloth, and it has to be rest for nice half an hour to 45 minutes, so that all the water will come out. And we need the water for the recipe. The chena water, we do not have to throw it out. It will be used for making chena poda, and you can use for making a dough of a roti, or you can actually just squeeze 1 lemon and some salt and some sugar, and you can as it is, you can drink in summers as a shikanji. Okay, so we will be needing a paneer, chena, which has been taken out. So we will start breaking the chena into pieces. So the other ingredients which you need is green cardamom powder, some Amul ghee, some chena water, sugar, and rava or suji, semolina, anything will go good. Okay, so this is somewhere around 350 to 400 grams of chena. So we will be transferring this chena into a mixing bowl. So now we'll add the cardamom powder, green cardamom powder, and you have to start mixing it. Just start mixing it properly, because it has to be crumbled properly. And now we'll be adding sugar. So the sugar is around half cup, that is somewhere around 64 grams of sugar. We cannot use paneer. The frozen paneer will have lots and lots of water. So it's better we take out the fresh chena from the milk. Okay, so we'll start mixing the sugar, the chena, and some cardamom powder properly. It has to be mixed properly, otherwise your chena puda will become little hard. So it takes time. So it will take, you have to start, you have to mix it properly, and you have to crumble it for nice 5 to 10 minutes. So the sugar is around half cup of sugar, which is, if you take in grams, it comes somewhere around 64 grams. No, this is not from Bengal. It is from Odisha state, and it is offered to Lord Jagannath in Jagannath Puri temple as a Mahaprasad. So it is a part of a Mahaprasad, which in local language it is known as abhada. So our paneer, the chena, some cardamom powder and sugar is properly mixed. So it has to be little flowy consistency. So for that we need to add around 4 to 5 spoons of the chena water. So you can see this, the consistency. So it is nice, like a cake batter basically. So before we add our rava, we will first put our oven at 180 degrees Celsius for preheating. So our oven is getting heated at 180 degrees Celsius. So I am making a chena puda. The chena puda is nothing, it is a burnt cheesecake. It is a sweet dish which you get in each and every which you get in every sweet shop of Odisha. So now we will add suji. So this is a fine grain of suji which is known as rava, and this is somewhere around 1/4 cup. So how much sugar you are taking? So you have to take exactly half the amount of rava or suji. So all your the main thing to add suji, or the main thing for adding suji is nothing. It will observe the excess water which is available, and it will help to maintain the shape of your chena pudu. So as now you can see, it is properly, the suji has absorbed the proper proper water out of chena, and now it is good to go for molding. So in this, now we will add around 2 spoons of nice Amul ghee, and the remaining Amul ghee we will use to grease our mold. So for making chena, I had used around 2 liters of milk. So if you curdle 2 liters of milk, that gives you somewhere around 350 to 400 grams of paneer or chena, you can say. So I will again repeat the measurement. So the measurement is around 2 liters of full fat milk. Around 2 liters of full fat milk. So which will give, so for 500 ml of milk, you need a half of lemon to curdle it. So that gives you, if you're taking a 2 liters of milk, that gives you around 2 lemons. 2 lemons will be used for curdling, and sugar will be around half of cup, that will be around 64 grams of sugar, and the rava or the suji which you take will be half of the sugar which has been used, so which somewhere comes around 32 to 35 grams. So now we will start greasing our pan so that it should not stuck while baking it. So it has to be nicely greased, because your chena will it will release some water, and there are chances of rava to get stick in the mold. So there is no point you are doing lots and lots of things, and out of which, and in the end the chena poda gets stuck. So the actual chena poda was made in Nayagarh district of Odisha. So it is made accidentally. So there was one sweet maker. So he has made a chena for some sweets. So he added some sugar, and he had put that in a handi or anything. And whenever and in olden days, you always cook on a charcoal burner. So he has taken out all the woods from the charcoal burner, and the charcoal burner was heated properly. So in the morning when he came, so it was a miracle. So it has been tasted by all around with the family members and everything, and it is how it has been come in the existence. So now it is greased properly. Now we will pour our mixture. So now it has to be properly smooth from the every side, so that the shape which comes out will be a proper nice square cubical shape, or like a cake it will come out, like a baked cheesecake. So now it is, we tap so that all the air will come out. So now we will put that into baking at 180 degrees Celsius for nice around 45 to 50 minutes. So the tin size is 500 gram tin size. Okay. So now we will put that in our oven, and oven is preheated at 180 degrees Celsius. We'll put that inside the oven, and we will set the timer as for nice 50 minutes. So let it bake at 50 minutes, and after 50 minutes it will be nice golden color, crushed from outside and soft from inside. So we had got a time limit of only half an hour. So I had already made one chena poda, and I will show you how it will look after 50 minutes. So this is my, not a chopping board, it is known as a cutting sheet. Okay, this is available in the market. No need to carry heavy chopping boards. So it is a best thing. It is a sheet which you can use, like you can fold or anything, and it is used for cutting. Okay, so after around 50 minutes, to check the chena poda is ready or not, we will insert a satay stick or a toothpick to check that whether it will come out neat or not. So when it will come out neat properly, that means the chena poda is ready. And you can actually see the outside color will be a golden crust and inside will be a nice soft white color chena. So as you can see, this is a chena poda. So you can see the nice crust from the side. So it gives you a very nice texture, and inside will be a nice soft chena, which it will not be that much sweet because we have added a sugar, and so it will be a sweet dish, but not as sweet as the other dishes like a bundi laddu or anything. So this cutting sheet you can get it in Amazon or anywhere or any online shopping center, any online shopping site, any online. So you get you will get in a market. So this is chena poda, nice crusty from outside. So now we will cut and we will serve it. So we will cut into a desired shape. You can cut into any shape using a mold. So we will be using a knife, and you can actually see the white color thing, which is a nice soft, and outside will be a crusty. So you can see it is a nice golden color from all the sides, and inside will be a nice white color soft thing. So now we will serve that. So this is your chena poda. Okay, so I request everyone, whenever you travel to Odisha, so please do try this at any sweet shop. You can actually tell the the sweet maker or the shopkeeper to give you chena poda. It is a best dessert or the best sweet which you will, everyone will love it. So any questions till now, so that yes, we can make it into a pressure cooker also. So for the pressure cooker, you need to take out the whistle, and we need to take out the whistle, and we will be put some salt. So that salt will be salt or the sand, because salt and sand are the ingredients which can retain more heat, which can take more heat. That is why you always put a salt bed or a sand bed whenever you are baking on a gas range in a pressure cooker. So but the same recipe, nothing, no need to worry, you just have to put the mold inside a pressure cooker or a handi. Any more questions? So repeat, yeah, shortly I will repeat the recipe. Yes, we can add some nuts. Yes, we can add some nuts in the recipe. You can add any type of nuts. It can be cashew nut, it can be pistachio, or it can be anything, or raisins. Any more questions? Okay. Yes, the full cream milk is always essential, because your full cream milk will give you a nice soft paneer or the soft chena. I mean, there was a question, I think, can we use a lactose free milk? No, we cannot use a lactose free milk, because lactose is the sugar. Lactose is the sugar which is present in the milk, and which you always need while making chena puda, because the color comes from the sugar which we add, and the natural sugar, that is lactose, which is present in the milk. So at the end I will again repeat the recipe so that everyone can understand. For the chena puda you always need a milk which is around, if you take a 2 liters of milk, it will give you a very nice quantity of chena puda. So 2 liters of milk and around 2 lemons to curdle down the milk, and after that you have to hang that chena in a muslin cloth for nice amount, around half an hour to 45 minutes. Then after that you take it out, you just scramble it, you just mix it properly with some cardamom powder, that is somewhere around 4 to 5 cardamom powder. And you always need a sugar which is around half cup in 2 liters of milk, which will be around 128 grams of sugar, around 64 grams, not 120 grams, around 64 grams of sugar, and half of the semolina. So you just have to mix it properly, some 4 to 5 spoons of the paneer water which you get from the paneer, actually the whey, and just mix it properly. Put some 2 spoons of ghee, then add some more ghee for the molding, and just put that and let it bake at 180 degrees Celsius for nice 45 to 50 minutes. It will give you a nice color, crusty outside, and it will be a soft inside. You can actually see the softness. The white part is a very soft thing which you get, and outside will be a nice crusty. So the burnt, if you go to Odisha, you will see the burnt color you get. The burnt color, yes, we can use jaggery also instead of sugar, but make sure you use jaggery which is used to make chikki, and that is the red jaggery, the local, which you get in a local market, the nice amount, the red colored jaggery, not the whitish colored jaggery. And then after that you just need nothing, you just need some more love to make that thing, and you have to be very, very, very patient while making it. So any more questions? Semolina, yes, semolina is somewhere around 2 liters of milk. You get a chena that is somewhere around 240 to 250, 300 grams, and the semolina which will be used to make that recipe will be around 35 to 40 grams of semolina. Semolina, you just need to absorb the excess water from which comes out from the chena, and semolina will give you a nice shape to your chena puda. So chena water is around 4 to 5 tablespoons, and semolina, as I already told, it will be around 35 to 40 grams of semolina. So the consistency while putting it in a mold will be as a cake batter consistency, how you make a cake. So the cake batter, the consistency of the cake batter will always be a proper consistency. No, I mean, you cannot add baking powder because the chena, because that is the chena. You how the chena you take it out. It depends. I mean, the softness of the chena poda will always depend on how you take out the chena and what time you take it out from the water. What time you take it out from the water and how much. I mean, how much amount of water you add, the chena water you add while making it. We have not used any flour. So always remember, whenever you are making a chena poda, you have to be patient enough and you have to love your ingredients and you have to love your utensils and everything. That then only it will comes out of proper chena poda. Otherwise it will become hard or chewy or anything. Okay, so I think we will now stop this session. And once again, thank you Amul for giving platform to me to show how a chena poda has been made. So I would request everyone to stay home and stay safe. Thank you.